Hi, it's Kevin May from PhocusWire here with one of our partner interviews for Facebook. We're joined, Ali Basaka, you're the Product Marketing Manager at Facebook. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so there's this phrase that we've been talking about, which is the zero friction future. What is it and why is it important?
So it's all about reducing or removing any point of friction within the customer journey. That could be a slow loading time. That could be inventory not being available. That could be your Uber taking 7 minutes to get to you instead of 3. When customers want something, they want it now. And what we're doing is helping use the Facebook family of apps to find those points of friction on the customer journey and remove them.
So we're here at the Aviation Festival. Give us some examples about the zero friction future and how it applies to an airline.
Sure. So KLM actually built a really great messenger bot that reduces friction among the entire journey. As soon as you make your booking, you're getting that boarding pass and that confirmation of your booking directly in Messenger. They're reminding you that it's time to check in, again, right in Messenger. You want to change your seat, you can do that right in Messenger. You can ask questions. The entire customer service journey is happening right there on the app that you're using most often.
Okay, and one of the other things that you're doing is around workplace communications.
Absolutely.
Which is something that a passenger would hopefully never have to see or worry about. So just give us a kind of a detailed analysis of how that kind of works and how it applies to an airline.
Well, there was a really interesting quote actually from Richard Branson when they started using Workplace with Virgin Airways. So he said that if you take care of your staff, they will take care of your customers. And one of the best ways to take care of your staff is to make sure that they have the information they need and the tools to do their job. An airline is all over the world, 24 hours a day, in a billion locations around the world. Workplace is effectively Facebook, but for your internal organization. It allows seamless communication between a variety of different groups of people. You can create internal chat bots that allow some of the automation for things like customer perks, like your next standby flight. And it allows you to share employee best practices, again, from all corners of the world so that you're facilitating that knowledge sharing at a global level.
I mean, Facebook is synonymous, I say respectfully, with it's a social network. And here you are talking to airlines about how it can be applied from a B2B perspective. I mean, tell us about some of the kind of conversations that you've had with airlines where they've said, presumably the same as me, you're a social network. I mean, has there been some kind of educating needed?
I think it's about being where consumers are, right? And consumers are on social.
Yeah.
And so I think about 50% of people would prefer to engage with a business via Messenger than on the phone, right? Currently, about the same number of businesses don't even have social media. And so it's about facilitating the conversation with the consumer where they spend the most amount of time. And that's on Facebook, that's on Instagram, that's on Messenger, regardless of the activity that they're doing there. Okay,
and last of all, Ali, this is a quote from you earlier. We were talking about this. Interesting. So user experience is the new loyalty.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because the easier you make it for a consumer to get what they want, the more loyal they will be to you. So what we found, we just released a new piece of loyalty research, and we've actually found that convenience trumps price. It's not all about the dollar anymore. It's about how easy you make it for someone to get what they want and how personalized you can make the experience to them.
That's interesting because price is usually such a driver though, and has been for many years, not only in travel, but particularly in airlines. So that's a change in mindset, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think price is still a part of it. It's not like you're going to buy a ticket for $1 million versus $5 million, right? Just because they know your name.
Right.
But if you're choosing between an airline that knows everything about you, that already has your favorite seat booked, that's going to make that boarding process incredibly seamless and start that vacation for you a little earlier than it would have normally, then price becomes less of a factor.
Okay. Ali Basaka, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.